Hello everyone, my name is Akerele Oluwashogo, popularly known as Mr. Excel. Today I'm going to teach you how to use PivotTable for data analytics, how to use the PivotTable to analyze data in Microsoft Excel. PivotTable is one of the tools for data analysis in Excel, and PivotTable is used to analyze, summarize, interpret and present data. With the PivotTable, you can analyze your data, you can summarize it, you can interpret it, you can also present your data. So let's look at this example. We have this sales data with me, where I have the salesperson, I have the product they are selling, I have the region where they are selling the product, the customer buying the product, the date of the transaction. I also have the item price. So I have the number of items sold and the revenue. So if you look at the data now, you can see the data is unclean. There's issue with the revenue. You show me value error. So the problem is coming from the item price, because the item price contains what we call non-printable character in Excel. So we need to clean the data. And if you look at the salesperson's name, there's issue with the case, the test case. So the person that did the data entry means capital letter with small letter. So we need to learn how to fix it before we use the pivot table. So the first thing I have to do is to create a new column beside the salesperson. We are going to insert a new column, which we are going to call our helper column. So after you have inserted a new column, so we are going to use a function called proper. That function is used to change the text of the case of the text into sentence case. Proper function is used to change the text case into sentence case. And what do you understand by sentence case? That means to capitalize the first letter of each word. So what we're going to do is to type equal symbol and type proper. So when you type proper, we are going to open the function by double clicking on the blue box, and if the argument is text, so we click on the first salesperson's name, which is numerator, and we press enter. You can see it has changed the case into sentence case. So after that, we place our cursor on the autofill option box. So we double click on autofill option undo. We double click on the undo to copy down the formula. After we have copied down the formula, so we press Ctrl C to copy the data. So far the data is to be highlighted. After copying the data, we come back to the salesperson, right click on the salesperson, and we are going to paste. So we are not using Ctrl V to paste. We are pasting as a value so that you can remove the formula that link them together. Come under the paste option and click on paste as value 1, 2, 3. So you click on it, you can see it has fixed the salesperson. We have fixed the salesperson column. So go back to the helper column that you have created, right click on the column to delete the column. So you can see we have fixed the salesperson. So we are going to fix the item price. So we are going to use a function called clean and value function. Clean and value function together. So we are going to insert a new column beside the item price. So what clean function does is to help you to remove the non-printable character, and while value function will help you to format the number back as number. If you look at the item price, you can see it appear on the left hand side. When the value appears on the left hand side in Excel, it means that data is in text format. Number must appear on the right hand side. So we are going to type equal symbol, and we are going to type value. When you open the function value, you will now introduce clean function too. So you open the clean function. Reason why we can use the two functions together is they have the same argument. So when you are combining two or more functions together in Excel, it's called nested function. So the argument here is text. So I click on the item price and I press enter. I click on yes. You can see it has cleaned the data for us. So we'll double click on the edge to copy down the formula. So we have copied down the formula. So all we need to do now is to press the Ctrl C to copy the data, come back to the item price, right click on it, and we are going to paste. We are going to paste as value so that we can remove the formula that link them together. So we come to the paste option and click on this 1, 2, 3, paste as value. You can see immediately we replace the item price. Our revenue is fixed. Our revenue is fixed. So we'll go back to the new column that we created and delete that column. So our data is already prepared for PivotTable. So we have cleaned the data. So we are preparing it. So it's being prepared for the PivotTable. So when you are using PivotTable, you have to know some 3 things. Number 1, your column title must be well labeled. You can see my column title are well labeled. So I have the name of those column titles there. Secondly, you must remove all blank cell, blank or non-cell. Remove all blanks. You must remove all the blank cell. Thirdly, you must also remove duplicate values. Remove duplicate values. Remove duplicate value. So now we have our data prepared for PivotTable. The first thing we need to do is to convert this table, this range, it's not a table yet, this range into an Excel table. All we need to do is to click anywhere within our data and press Ctrl T. Ctrl T is a shortcut to create a table in Excel. Ctrl T is a shortcut to create a table in Excel. So you click on OK, it will convert it to a table. This is an Excel table now. If you look up, you see something we call table tools on top. That means this data is in a table. So if I click outside the table, it will disappear. But if I click on the table, it will appear on top, table tools, and under the table tools, we have table design. So under the table design, go to the second group, which is called the tools group, and you see a button called remove duplicate. So we want to cross check whether we have duplicate value within the data. So click on remove duplicate. So it will bring out this remove duplicate dialog box. So it's picking all the columns, because when you are removing duplicate, you have to check it across all the columns to see that you don't have any duplicate value. So click on OK to check whether we have duplicate value. You can see now it's already showing you that no duplicate value found. That means our data is unique, there's no duplicate value. So click on OK. After you have clicked on OK, you go back to the PivotTable design and you go to the tools group and you click on summarize with PivotTable. Summarize with PivotTable. So you have this PivotTable dialog box and it's asking you choose where you want the PivotTable to be placed. So preferably on the new worksheet. So it's making new worksheet. So you click on OK to build the report on the new worksheet. So you can see it's showing me sheet 1. I'm going to rename the worksheet. I'm going to call the worksheet sales report. That's what I'm calling the worksheet sales report. So in PivotTable, this is what we call feed list in PivotTable. Feed list. So those feed lists are your column title that I told you that it must be well labeled. Assuming that I didn't label the column title, it will be showing you column A, B, C, D. But because it is well labeled, that's why it's showing the name of those column titles. So under PivotTable, we have 4 areas in PivotTable. We have the filter area, we have the columns, the row, and the value. So I'm going to explain each of the areas so you can see how they are being used. The filter area is used for reporting. The filter area is used to generate your report. We call it report filter. Report filter is used for generating report, while the column area is used for vertical table. If you want the table to be vertically arranged, you drag them to the column. For the row area is used for horizontal table. If you want your value to be in horizontal, to be arranged horizontally, you drag it under the row. For the value, that value area is used for calculation. That's where you do your calculation in Excel, and anything that will do with numerical value will come under the value area. Okay, now just assume that you are a sales analyst. What did I want to do here? I want to know the performance of my salesperson in terms of revenue and in terms of the product they are selling. So I will come to under the PivotTable field. Under the PivotTable field, and I click on revenue. So I'll come under the PivotTable field and I pick revenue. Just tick revenue. Because when I tick revenue, it went to the value and it showed me sum of revenue. That is why we have sum of revenue. This is total revenue. As I said, PivotTable is used to analyze and summarize. So this is total revenue that enter the company. So I'll click on the revenue and I'll go to my home tab and I'll click on comma style, comma separator to make it numbered readable, and I also declare the decimal point. So this is the total revenue that enter the company. So now if I want to see how much each of these revenue brought in by the salesperson, I will come to the PivotTable field and I will check salesperson. So I can see now it's showing me how much each of these revenue brought in by each salesperson. So I will click on any of the value to sort the table. So I'll click on sort and I'll pick sort from largest to smallest, so I can see the performance of the sales guy. From this table now you can see for how long is our best sales guy, and he brought in 180,439. So now if you look at the pivot table, you can see showing me row labels instead of salesperson name. What I need to do now is to change the layout of the pivot table. When a pivot table is active, you should see something we call PivotTable Tools. A new tab has been added on top, which is called PivotTable Tools. Under it, you should have PivotTable Analyze and Design. So you click on Design. So it will take us to a group called Layout, and under the layout you will see a button called Report Layout. Click on the report layout and you click on what? Show in tabular form. When you click on show in tabular form, the table is being arranged in a tabular form. You can see that I've brought out the sales person. So if I want to see product that each sales person is selling, I will come to the PivotTable field and check product. You can see for each of the sales guys, these are the product they are selling, and this is the amount they are selling from that product. So if I want to see the customer buying from them, if I check customer again, this is where I will have my report. You can see everything is coming under the row as I'm checking them. The salesperson first, followed by the customer, and followed by the product. So you can see salesperson first, followed by the product. So it depends how you want to arrange your pivot table. If you arrange the pivot table and I drag product to column, look at how my table will show. You can see how the table is showing now. So you can see for how long, these are the customer, this is what they are buying from each of the products. This is what they brought. You can see for how long, here and next stop bought 5,744 for drinking water, 6,251 of fruit juice. You can see the report now. So now I want to create my chart, which we call pivot chart for this pivot table. So I click on the table and I go to my PivotTable tools and I click on the analyze. Under the analyze, you see a button called pivot chart. So I click on the pivot chart. So it will take me to all the charts in Excel, and I will click on OK. So I have my pivot chart beside the pivot table, beside the pivot table. So in the part 2 of these videos, I'm going to explain further how to format your pivot charts, how to add sliders, and also how to add timeline for analysis. I'm going to show you that in the part 2 of the video. Thank you for watching my video. My name is Akerele Oluwashogo. popularly known as Mr. Excel.